beautiful out, but it's cold. But I think it's going to warm up a little tomorrow.
No. They're talking about snow, I think, Sunday or Monday.
There was supposed to be some flurries last night, but I'm showing, it's going to go down to 29 tonight. Maybe we might get a little something tonight, but tomorrow's clear. And then high of 47. And then Monday rain, high of 60. So I hope the snow is done.
Yeah, I think that's what they were. So I guess they anticipated the rain, but I guess the cold temp didn't work out the way they thought. And this was news that we got Wednesday, Thursday-ish, and I didn't listen to it Friday, but there was a chance of snow Sunday, Monday. So anyway, good. I hope we don't get it.
Yeah, I really hope. So Dave, I'm going to sell all the rack gear. So if you want the TL Audio EQ2, I'm selling everything.
You're never going back.
This is like the 10th time I went back to something digital. I just have more control. This is all in the Apollo, the UAD Apollo. It's been sitting in the closet for 2 years. I took it out the other day to run the rack through it. Because it was better quality than the pre-Sonus set I had. And then I said, you know what, let me set up the software and play with it. And man, it just sounds good.
I don't know, there's something to be said about the rack air, Doug. You sound good, but I think you sounded way better on the rack air, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, well, see, I don't think so, and I've got the recordings. This is cleaner. I can make the bass cleaner. It's just and plus, I'm not that strong here right now. But I listen to the recordings side by side, and I think this has a better sound.
I mean, it does sound beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I just don't want you to sell your stuff.
Well, I'm looking at here at least $3,000 worth of shit.
You think?
Yeah. So the EQ alone, if I want to sell it quick, I could sell it for $1,500. If I want to make it wait, I could do $2,000. So if I put that on reverb for $1,500, it'll be gone in a day.
What about your Bolari? You keeping that?
No, I'll get rid of all of it. This old shit, I think, has more problems than it does the benefit of it. Now, it's quiet, but, just like, there's electrical noise on it, just like there is with you. I'm just able to mitigate it by, taking 2 hours to set the gain up appropriately so you don't hear the noise, but it's there.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I got mine pretty much tamed, I mean, I can back the gain off and back it down a little bit, but I choose not to. But, I don't know. I don't think you really notice it until I mention it now. And, I mean, all that stuff's awesome, but, I'll be honest with you. I have all more of this stuff here, all top-end shit. I don't think I need a damn thing anymore, Doug. I mean, you got to admit, this thing does sound really nice.
No, you sound great, and there is, you're only S9 to me right now, maybe 5 over. So I hear there's no noise. I hear no electrical noise on it at all. And remember, I'm on the RE27 right now. I'm not on the 103. So if I hook the 103 up with this thing, man, yeah, I should try that. I didn't even try it, but if I get real close to the RE27, yay, hello radio. You get the low end comes out, very, very nice.
Yeah, I really like. I complimented you on that when you when you got on it, man, and I really like the RE27. It's an awesome microphone, man. It really is. I love that mic. I'm surprised I don't have one. That was my first pick for a microphone too. And I ended up just jumping right to the TLM 103. And I think the person I talked to was you. You had a TLM 103. And did you ever have a TLM 102?
No, I had a 103, then I got rid of it, then I got one again.
Yeah, like I remember listening to the guys. I remember Dave yelling at someone, "Don't touch it, you have it all set." And that's when Dave was figuring out his sound, and I know it. I was listening so long ago, man. And then I know I talked to you a long time ago. I think you had a Lewitt microphone or I think you were on a TLM 103. I think you might have been the deciding factor for the 103. And I do remember talking to you.
So the microphones that I used to use that I sold the 103 and then I got it again. I used to have this gorgeous mic, and I don't know if I sold it or if it's in this room somewhere. I got to go look on Reverb to see if I ever sold it. It was a KU5A ribbon mic. It was an active ribbon mic. You had to apply phantom power to it. That was a gorgeous microphone. Then I had what was it? I had the Rode Classic, which I actually still have. That's a tube mic. I ended up cutting the proprietary cable to try to make it shorter, and then I never used it, so I'd have to get a new cable. I mangled the cable. And then I had a Warm Audio, I forgot the model of it. It was a big ass condenser mic. I sold that. I've gone through so many microphones.
God, just do me a favor, just for once you're listening to me. Take all your rack gear and just set it in the closet. I'm telling you, I know you. How about this statement? I kicked my ass for selling that equalizer. I wish I kept it. Then you go through it all over again, and now you're going to do that again. And Doug, I know you, dude. You are never, ever happy with anything. And you buy all the stuff over and over, and you know what? You just go back to sounding like how you normally sound because it's the sound you like, bro.
Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe I'll hook the rack up later today. Oh man, it's crazy. But I'll tell you, no RFI, no noise. I could stop talking. Look, it's just completely silent. KB2 UKA.
And I want Richie. I know he's still in there. Making noise, so I'll turn it over to you in a minute. Yeah, Doug, just do me the favor, dude. We're bubbers, bro. We're always messing around, and that's what we like, But actually, I haven't touched anything on this rack, nothing, since whenever I reset the CQ from I was 8K wide, and it was 8K to 10K wide, and this thing sounded ridiculous. I mean ridiculous, but when I narrowed it up, it mudded out at 4K, and I couldn't pull the mud out because of all the other settings, but I've never heard anything sound so good at 10K as that setting I had with this thing. You know what I mean? It's a shame I can't save settings on this and recall them. That would be absolutely excellent. But anyway, getting back to the point, don't just hang on to your stuff, Doug. You got to stop selling your crap and buying it. The only thing you're doing is you're driving yourself crazy.
Yeah, and by the way, we may as well go 6K or 8K or whatever. Well, I think there's someone below us, but 6 is fine. Listen to this at 6K, okay? It's so clean on the Apollo. Hello, radio. She sells seashells down by the seashore. This is KB2 UKA.
All right, Doug, N1ICI, I'm out 6K wide, hello, radio 916 watts right now, and I'll tell you what, when you talk, I'm going to give you a recording, and if you can get me on a recording and we can hear me at 6K wide, that would be most epic, bro. November 1, India, Zulu, India.
All right, so here's you first.
Right now, and I'll tell you what, when you talk, I'm going to give you a recording, and if you can get me on a recording and we can hear me at 6K wide, that would be most epic, bro. November 1, India, Zulu, India. That sounds damn nice. I love the bottom end in it.
Yeah, it sounds real good. All right, you could give me a recording. This is KB2 UKA, 50 miles east of communist New York City, on the beautiful Gold Coast of Long Island, New York, running 1,500 watts of power into a number 14 wire. This is KB2 UKA. She sells seashells. Ending recording.
All right, Doug, I got that for you. You were like S9 there or whatever, so you know the band's doing its thing, but you can definitely hear the tonal characteristics. Here you go, bud.
Mia recording. This is KB2 UKA, 50 miles east of communist New York City, on the beautiful Gold Coast of Long Island, New York, running 1,500 watts of power into a number 14 wire. This is KB2 UKA. She sells seashells. Ending recording.
Now you'll see your signal going up and down, but it's not my game.
So that's what I like about it. It sounds good.
Due to the signal, like I watched it go down to like 300 watts, back up to 900, 1,000 watts or whatever there, Doug. But yeah, she sounds marvelous, man. Please don't get rid of your gear, Doug. I know you, bro. Don't friggin' do it. The money's just in a bucket for you. It ain't about that. It's just about all the friggin' you sell a Bellari. I guarantee you're gonna be booting yourself in the ass. And you're gonna be like, screw it, I'm gonna buy what Izzy bought, because you're not gonna be able to find that stuff again, you know. And then it's gonna be all shitted up, and you're gonna have to find somebody to mod it unless you do all the mods yourself. Don't do it, man.
All right. I'll take the advice. I won't. I was going to list everything today. I'll at least wait a week. Go ahead, Richie.
Well, I think his recording was spot on. Sounds great. You always sound great. I'm the only guy that has the worst audio, but I don't put any effort into it. I don't buy any equipment. I don't know if I ever will, but I like the software because it's RF proof.
All right, hang on. Let me see if I have it.
You don't have the worst audio, but go ahead, Dave. Oh, wait, my lunch just got here. I'll be right back.
All right, Doug. Now, Rich, you see, I like that audio. Listen.
Great. I'm the only guy that has the worst audio, but I don't put any effort into it. I don't buy any equipment. I don't know if I ever will, but I like the software because it's RF proof. Yeah, no, that's okay. A little, I think I could put a little bit more brightness into it, but no, it's good. It's fine. It's nothing. It's an SM50E. There's nothing special. But when I go to the G2, I got the Rode, and that helps. When you hear me on that later, you're gonna like that.
All right, Richie, let me ask you, bro. Remember we tweaked your audio a little bit, and I said I loved it. Where's that profile, and what was that on? Or is this the same one?
No, this is the Thetis with the parametric EQ. I never did this before. This is new, and. You talk about the Pi. You heard me on what you're trying to do with the 7-inch touchscreen. That was the Pi audio. I could switch back. I just got to switch. Let me do that.
No. Wait a minute there. Wait. Let me ask you. Remember I was tweaking your audio? What was you on when I was doing that?
I was on this PC, but I was running Linux Mint with the Raspberry... with the Pi HP SDR. Same mic.
All right, yeah, put the Pi on. Let me hear that, baby.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog's back, and I'm on Pi HP SDR. Same mic, same everything, but no parametric EQ.
Man, I like that. Listen.
HP SDR. Same mic, same everything, but no parametric EQ. Yeah, this one has better low, better upper low, better mid range. That's what this one has, right? And the high is trimmed off just right.
Yeah, I think all you need to do when you go back on Thetis is just tune that to that. You know, I think your mix is just a little bit off. Like if you roll the highs down a little bit. Maybe pump some of the mid up, cut your 5, you know, and get your separation, cut like 170, you know, get a little bit of the 330 out of there. And, you know, as far as the 2.5 goes, you know, I would start at 0 on that unity gain and then, you know, maybe figure it out from there and, you know, go right down to 60 and, you know, bump your 60 up, maybe like +2 or +3. And I think you'll have it on the other one, man. I mean, this sounds the balls. This was the one I like. So I just think that if you just work on the on your Thetis, you know, I think it'll sound just as good.
And you're only on 4K
I opened it up to 6, right? This is 6, and because I didn't realize you guys were there, I don't have a 6 profile on that other Thetis yet, and now I'm going to update Thetis again and put that RC version, which you should be doing too, because you know you got the 7,000 now, and you should be running the newer version. I'll send you the link for that. But you're going to have to make a fresh database. But if you're using the same version, if you're going to use the Hermes, then you have to stick with what you have and wait for them to update. But if you want to run the newer version, you can, but you can't use the Hermes on it. Just so you know that. Anyway, this is the 6 profile, and I hope it's okay, because I didn't do no tweaking. It's one standard EQ setting to go from 3 to 8. 3 to 8, in fact. If I go to 8, I don't know how it's EQ'd, but we might as well. It's the witching hour. This is 8 right here, and so this is 8. I probably can boost a little bit up on the high, but it has a lot of roll off, and it only initiates like it's the right levels, but it has to have the syllable. It's one standard EQ setting to go from 3 to 8. 3 to 8, in fact. If I go to 8, I don't know how it's EQ'd, but we might as well. It's the witching hour. This is 8 right here, and so this is 8. I probably can boost a little bit up on the high, but it has a lot of roll off, and it only initiates like it's the right levels, but it has to have the syllable. Okay, now that was a 6K recording, 6K playback, so you didn't get to 8. You got to open up your receive and you transmit to 8.
You know, it's not bad, man. You know, I mean, you could voodoo it up a little bit if you wanted, you know. So, and if you do that, I would, you know, I'd make sure you have that in a different profile or whatever there, man. But it's not bad at all.
Okay, I'm putting a tweak on it now, but just give me a minute.
I hear like, you know, I hear a little bit like crispy. That's so funny. But, you know, I'm sure you hear that too, you know, so I'm not sure, you know, what that is. I don't think you need to add any highs, so for sure, man. You kind of want them to roll off a little bit towards the end. I'm actually boosted. I'm actually It looks boosted. I have them both on quarter gains, so these knobs, what they're showing, wouldn't be like what you would normally see. It's a little bit different. I might be fine, you know, but I don't see an issue here at all with the way my uppers are here, and so yeah, you know, I have a lot of control here over that. So yeah. November 1, India, Zimbabwe, India. Hello.
Boy, you guys sound
radio.
good. W2VOA.
I can hear the hum, too.
All right. Now, Brian is getting back in there, so should be better. All right. I did a little tweaking on it. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of energy at the end, but when the sound is pronounced, it will trigger the frequencies and the response. And W2VOA, go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I heard some good sounding stations out here. I just wanted to, you know, you're all sounding good, man.
Right on, my brother. Good afternoon from you,
Brian. Bring it up to 8.
Sounding great.
Octave 8.
Yeah, I cleared it up, Richie. I'm going to tell you, you know, when you talk, you're not going to see all that energy. You know, I mean, it depends. You know, it really depends on what you're saying. You know, so I know you're probably looking at the pan and seeing what I'm doing here. You know what I mean? But you got to understand what I'm running. You know.
No, it's not a problem. I get it. You're fine. There's no problem. And I know you don't see all the energy unless you trigger it with the sound, the right sound. You know, when you go past 5, everything gets, you know, it depends on what your voice is. Anyway, Brian's in there, so I'm not going to hold it. But Brian, we're running 8. Go to 8.
Oh my God, man! I don't even have a profile set up yet. I'll have to work on it. But yeah, I'll get it going.
Now I'm out to 8.
And I thought I heard Alex in there. Alex, good afternoon.
Hello in Virginia from November 1, India, Zulu, India. I am doing fine, my man. I'm doing fine. We're just playing around, and I just went out to 8K wide, and I was at 6K wide, but I guess now I'm going to be at 8K wide, dear. I'll let you pick it up with Richie, and Richie can pass it over to Brian or whatever. N1IZI. Harwich, Massachusetts, on the luxurious island of Cape Cod.
All right, Alex. Yeah, good to hear you. I haven't heard you in a while. I think I emailed you a couple times. I don't know if you got the email, but anyway, yeah, making a lot of progress with the Anan stuff and the Linux stuff as well. A lot of updates. He put the notch. Both of them, Pi and the Desk HP SDR, got the manual multi-notch. how do you like it? Let me ask you that. I asked for it. He told me we're not making music. And then Doug got on him, KB2UK got on his ass and said, well, I'll do it, and started making videos trying to add the parametric EQ. And then all of a sudden, he put it in. So there you go. And that's something that I think a lot of people really wanted, but nobody would ask for it. I don't know why.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked for it. I was quite surprised when the next day I saw it. I think, all the nice looking, nice candy interface was good.
Yeah, Ernest, right. IE03, IE30, so IE something. I know who you're talking about. Yes. And I was thinking the same thing. Well, Ernest always email me, like if I wanted database stuff, and Ernest would always email me with Richie, and he gave me the new database. Not what I wanted. I mean, it was way more than what I wanted. In fact, it was too complicated. Now I like it because I know how to use it. It's pretty damn good. And then he gave me the separate databases with the DBids and all that, and I got that going. It took a while to learn that, and I got that. So, I think this parametric EQ, 18 band no less. And when I worded it to him, I had to say like the Kenwood 890. I had to mention that radio because the reason for that was I want to show him that they're already using it, that it's not uncommon. There's a reason we should have it. Kenwood's using it, and he told me, you got to remember, in the UK, they're restricted to 3K.
No, I didn't know that. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. Yeah. Well, that's good for you guys because you're producing dividends now. It's everybody's having fun. I don't need any other EQ, Alex.
Yeah, I'm going to pass it over to Brian, W2VOA. So, Alex, say hello to Brian. Brian's in Medina, New York, and you know who Brian is. You talk with Brian. I wish he would add a reverb. If he put the reverb in there, you wouldn't need any other software. You get a little reverb, and with the parametric 18 band, that's good enough for anybody.
Yeah, hey Alex, good afternoon there, brother. It's sounding good over here in Western New York, and we're just out here playing a little bit. I think I got my wings opened up here a little bit more. So anyway, good to hear you there, man.
Somebody, man, you hear that?
Yeah, somebody down the band there.
Yeah, I was just going
to... Anyway, good to hear you there, man.
Oh. Shit. I can't even give you a decent recording there, buddy, with the swamp down there below us. I can cut that out with the NOS filter, but then I'd be cutting some of our gorgeous highs out here, and well, you can't have that. But you know what I can do? I can just take that knob and just turn it up and give myself a solid 1,000 watts, 1,100 watts, or whatever, and that's maximum. So that's what I'm getting right now, 1,000 watts. November 1, India, Zimbabwe, India.
Right, I'm back to UKA.
Yeah, good
K
deal,
and nothing.
man. Yeah, we're running on the rack and the road, and somebody was down the band squeaking. I heard Rick in there. Good afternoon, Rick. I heard Doug. Hello.
Hello, Brian, Richie, Izzy, Doug, anybody else? Yeah, I was down about a couple KCs warming up to Henry. I was sure I was probably taking you guys out at 8K. You would have probably heard it. Good morning.
Well, I was at 6K, but now I'm at 8K. Good morning, everyone. This is KB2 UKA. Hello, radio.
Rick, I was looking for you, Bubba.
Yeah, I'm still... I got everything tore down, but yeah, anytime you want to catch up there, just send me a text. I appreciate your offer, and man, I even told Brian, I said, what do you think of this? He goes, I got one of them, so I need one.
Do you have the rack set up yet, Rick?
I do, but I'm not tied in. I had to move things around. I had to tear the whole station down, basically, so I could fit everything in. Yeah, I got room for one more slot there. That should be coming up pretty quick from Mr. Izzy. But hopefully I get it all together tomorrow. It's in the rack. The rack's built. I had to put it on a separate piece of furniture so that I could got enough room.
Hey, let me see if I have it. All right, I have it. Rick, do me a favor. Text me your full name and your address. I'll probably have to get to that next weekend. I've been trying to get stuff ready, but for the show I got coming up. But if you can, text me that, because I dropped the ball on that. I was supposed to ask you earlier this week, but I literally have hardly been on at all, man. But I'd appreciate it if you do that, and I'll send you that thing out, man, and then you can plug it in and you can try out the Izzy settings right off the bat and modify them to your own if you like. So, make sure you do that for me.
Absolutely, because I want that big booty boom. Nah, it is going pretty good. It is from where I started, but thank you ever so much for that. Do you have a PayPal, by the way?
Yeah, well, don't worry about that right now. Hey, listen, let me ask you, so do you have the preamp on, the orange box?
No, I haven't even put it in line. Right now I'm working off the 7851 running through the Henry at about legal limit.
Okay, all right, I got you. I thought something was up there, but it's all good, man. Now, don't worry about it. We'll worry about that. Let me get I'll just get in touch with you later on in the week. Just please make sure you send me all your address, And like I said, I got a show going, but if I can get the thing boxed up, I can rush down and get back to the shack here. And I have to be painting this week on a run of lures I have. If I'm not painting, I'm screwed.
Ain't you handy playing junior plumber and painter all in the same month? All right, brother. I will send you the pertinence and thank you. Thank you again. KC2HTV, Rick in Kinrock Lake, New York.
All right, I didn't mean to break in there, and I know I'm keying it up pretty quick, so I'll let it over to Doug, and Doug, you can let it go to the round table. I forgot the other gentleman's name. He sounds really nice. He's out of Virginia there. This is November 1, India, Zulu India, 8K wide. Hello, radio.
All right, Roger. Izzy, can you give me I know we're not super strong, but can you give me a quick 8K recording? Because I haven't heard this at 8K. This is KB2 UKA, 50 miles east of New York City, running the UAD Apollo Twin. This is not the analog rack. This is five plugins inside, but running internally inside the Apollo. This is KB2 UKA. She sells seashells. Ending recording.
Doug, I screwed up. I double-clicked the recording right at the very end and shut it off.
All right, I'll do it again. This is KB2 UKA. She sells seashells by the seashore, 50 miles east of New York City, running the Apollo Twin, internal DSP audio processing. The plugins are not running on the computer, but rather inside the interface. KB2 UKA.
All right, guys, hang on a minute. Let me get this out to Doug. And at some point, get a recording and play it back to me after we do a roundtable or whatever. So here you go, Doug.
KB2 UKA, sheets of the seashells by the seashore. 50 miles east of New York City, running the Apollo Twin internal DSP audio processing. The plugins are not running on the computer, but rather inside the interface. KB2 UKA. All right, it sounds good. I want to hear it tonight when we're 30 over. All right, station in Virginia. Why don't you pick it up? Go ahead. Oh, hey, Alex. Good to hear you, man. You're sounding quite marvelous yourself there. Well, it's been sitting in the closet here for a couple of years. They used to be very expensive. They're cheaper now. And I bought this used off of Reverb. I think I spent $400 or $500. There's a bunch of different Apollos, and if you're going to run it on Windows, you have to make sure you're getting the Apollo Twin USB because a lot of the other ones are Thunderbolt, and they don't really, even if you have a Thunderbolt port on your motherboard, they don't really run natively on Windows. Those only run on Mac. So they're a good find. You can find them pretty reasonable now on Reverb used. Yeah, Roger. On Windows, it has to be the USB version. If it's the Thunderbolt version, you'll get issues like he's getting. So I guess ask him if he has the Thunderbolt or the USB version. But when they designed these originally for Mac, so then they had to come out with a whole USB line to work on Windows. But if it's a USB, then maybe I could help them with the setup, but it should be working with no issue. Yeah, and if he has a Thunderbolt port, because remember, Thunderbolt looks like USB Charlie. They look the same, but a Thunderbolt will have a lightning on the port, a lightning symbol, and it's actually unless he has a brand new motherboard, he probably doesn't even have a Thunderbolt port, so. That's one of the problems. And the other problem is, even if he does have a Thunderbolt port on the motherboard, it doesn't really work that well on Windows. So that's about it. Thank you very much. It's just, see, I only have I think I have the Duo, so I can't run too many plugins, but I'm running an SSL channel strip as the preamp, And inside that, I have the noise gate turned on, a little bit of compression, and then I do a little pre-EQ in there. And then that runs into an Oxford EQ plugin. That's where I'm doing all my EQing. And then after that, I have the Pultec EQ. That brings up the lows and the highs. Then I'm running the Fairchild, what is this? A Fairchild compressor. And then the Capital Chambers reverb. That's it. That's all I'm running. KB2 UKA. Thank you again, Alex. I really appreciate it. I hope this video's playing. Thank you so much. All right, why don't we spread it around here? Richie, you still in there?
You almost sound as good as me, Doug.
I do almost. and Alex, you weren't on earlier. I've got all this rack gear here, some high-end stuff, and I'm thinking of selling it, but Dave told me to just put it in the closet.
Oh, you dare.
AE1CW.
CW station, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Jim, Alpha Echo 1 Charlie Whiskey up near Bangor, Maine. Do you gentlemen hang out down on the extra portion of 80? Seemed like I could talk to you 4 or 5 months back down around 3612 or 10, something like that.
Well, some of these gentlemen probably do, and I would be, but I'm just a lowly general.
I've been down there, on various times there. This is Dave, N1IZI out of Harwich, Massachusetts.
And 3832, a good hangout, KC2HTV.
Okay, just curious. Thank you both. Take care. 73AE1CW.
73, thanks for jumping in there.
Give me a rip of this. I want to hear what this is on 8K with this other profile in here and see how it is. I know that other one you had in here was Nirvana, but at 4K it just wasn't cutting the mustard. But this is the same one that I've been normally running. So, N1IZI, hello, radio, and I'll munch the mic a little bit there. Hello, radio.
Okay, so on my max bin meter, you're only S7. On the regular meter, you're 5 over. So I have the AGC turned up so I can hear you better, but here you go.
So I know that other one you had in here was Nirvana, but at 4K it just wasn't cutting the mustard. But this is the same one that I've been normally running. So, N1IZI, hello, radio, and I'll munch the mic a little bit there. Hello, radio. Yeah, I bet this thing sounds gorgeous at about 20 over.
Yeah. So later tonight, or even early evening, like 5 o'clock on 80 meters, it'll be much better.
Yeah, all sounds great as Alex. Alex, I got to tell you, man, I don't know if I complimented you, but I really like the sound of your audio there, bud. Yeah, QSL on that, I like it. I think I have it, pretty much where I want it. I have a bunch of, new pieces in here, and they're well, they're very nice pieces. So we'll just say that about that. But I tweaked my preamplifier a little bit, and then I redid